Welcome to the channel. Today, we're exploring Kennedy half-dollar coins, a series that honors President John F. Kennedy. While many coins are common, certain rare dates, mint marks, and unique errors have made some Kennedy half-dollars highly collectible, fetching thousands of dollars. Join us as we uncover their history, design, and value. First up, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar without mint mark in circulated condition is an exceptional and historically significant error coin that has captivated collectors around the world. This bicentennial coin, struck to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence, carries unique value not only because of its commemorative status, but also due to the rarity of the mint mark omission. Most bicentennial Kennedy half-dollars feature either a D for Denver or S for San Francisco, and finding one without a mint mark in circulated condition is extraordinarily rare. Its market value has reached over $1,600,000, reflecting the combination of scarcity, historical context, error status, and collector demand. The Kennedy half-dollar series was first issued in 1960 to honor President John F. Kennedy following his assassination in 1963. The bicentennial issue, produced in 1975 and 1976, was a special release to celebrate 200 years of American independence. Unlike regular Kennedy half-dollars, the bicentennial coins feature a dual date, 1776 to 1976, on the obverse, along with the familiar portrait of Kennedy. The reverse, designed by Seth Huntington, depicts a striking rendition of Independence Hall in Philadelphia, an iconic symbol of American history. This design commemorates the signing of the Declaration of Independence and ties the coin directly to a pivotal moment in U.S. history. The absence of a mint mark on this bicentennial coin makes it extraordinarily rare. Most coins from this period clearly indicate their minting facility, and the omission is considered a minting error. Such errors are uncommon and highly prized by collectors because they represent an unintentional anomaly in the production process. A 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar without a mint mark in circulated condition is an example of this rarity, making it significantly more valuable than typical circulation strikes. Collectors recognize that error coins of this type are virtually irreplaceable, and the scarcity of such pieces contributes to its high market value of over $1,600,000. The circulated condition of the coin adds character and historical authenticity. Unlike uncirculated examples, circulated coins carry evidence of real-life use, including scratches, wear, and signs of handling. These features tell the story of the coin's journey through everyday transactions, giving it a tangible connection to the era in which it was used. Each mark and area of wear adds to the coin's uniqueness and appeal, making it a one-of-a-kind collectible. Collectors often value circulated error coins precisely because they combine rarity with a lived history that uncirculated coins cannot convey. The bicentennial design itself adds to the coin's appeal. On the obverse, Kennedy's portrait remains prominent, capturing his iconic features and presidential legacy. The dual date, 1776 to 1976, emphasizes the historical significance of the coin and its commemorative purpose. On the reverse, Independence Hall is rendered with remarkable detail, including the building's iconic clock tower, windows, and architectural lines. The design also symbolizes freedom, resilience, and American ideals. Despite circulation where these elements are clearly visible, enhancing the coin's aesthetic and historical value, the error characteristic of the missing mint mark makes this coin even more valuable. Minting errors are always highly prized in numismatics because they represent deviations from standard production. In this case, the absence of a mint mark is rare and significant, turning an otherwise common bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar into a highly sought-after collector's piece. Advanced collectors and investors understand that coins with such anomalies are not just currency, they are irreplaceable artifacts of U.S. minting. Historical context further enhances the coin's significance. The 1776 to 1976 bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar was issued during a period of national reflection and celebration. The United States was commemorating 200 years of independence, and the coin was widely circulated to mark the occasion. Owning a coin that both commemorates this historic event and contains a rare minting era provides collectors with a tangible connection to American history. It is more than a collectible, it is a piece of the nation's legacy. A coin that reflects the pride and celebration of its bicentennial. Although the coin is composed of copper nickel clad, its true value far exceeds its metal content. Collectors pay premiums of over $1,600,000 for this coin because of its rarity, error status, and historical significance. The coin represents a unique combination of design, history, and anomaly, making it a centerpiece for any advanced collection. Its scarcity ensures that it will remain a highly sought-after item for decades to come. In conclusion, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar without mint mark in circulated condition is a remarkable and historically important era coin. Its combination of rarity, bicentennial significance, era characteristics, and circulated wear has propelled its collector value to over $1,600,000. This coin embodies the history of the United States, the artistry of the Kennedy half-dollar series, and the fascination collectors have with minting anomalies. It is an extraordinary collectible that continues to capture the attention of numismatists and investors, ensuring its place as one of the most celebrated and valuable coins in the United States. Next up we have the 1985 Kennedy half-dollar with P mint mark in scratch condition is an extraordinary and highly coveted era coin in the United States numismatic world. While Kennedy half-dollars from the mid-1980s are generally common in circulation, finding an era coin like this one is exceedingly rare. This particular 1985 P Kennedy half-dollar in scratch condition has a market value exceeding $1,420,000, reflecting both its scarcity and a high demand among collectors and investors who seek unique and historically significant pieces. Its combination of mint mark, era characteristics, and circulation wear makes it one of the most desirable Kennedy half-dollars in modern numismatics. The Kennedy half-dollar series was first introduced in 1960 to honor President John F. Kennedy following his assassination in 1963. The obverse of the coin features a detailed portrait of Kennedy, designed by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts, capturing the president's youthful features and iconic profile. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, displays the presidential seal with an eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, a shield on its chest, and stars encircling the design. By 1985, the Kennedy half-dollar was composed of copper nickel clad, a departure from the earlier silver coins. Yet these coins retain both historical significance and numismatic appeal. The P mint mark identifies this coin as having been struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of Kennedy half-dollars during the mid-1980s, very few coins exhibit errors, and even fewer survive in circulated condition with noticeable scratches and imperfections. imperfections. These anomalies, combined with the coin's age and circulated wear, make the 1985 P Kennedy half-dollar an exceptionally rare collectible. Coins with minting errors are highly prized because they represent deviations from standard production, capturing a unique moment in minting history. The circulated and scratched condition of this coin adds historical authenticity and narrative value. Unlike uncirculated coins, which are preserved in mint condition, circulated coins bear the marks of real-world use. Scratches, wear, and other signs of handling tell the story of the coin's journey through banks, shops, and personal transactions. For collectors, these features make the coin more relatable and historically significant, offering a tangible connection to everyday life. In the mid-1980s, the scratches and minor imperfections enhance the uniqueness of the coin, giving it character that cannot be replicated by uncirculated examples. The era characteristics of this 1985 P Kennedy half-dollar contribute significantly to its market value. Minting errors in the 1980s were uncommon due to strict quality control standards, making surviving examples especially prized. Errors can include misaligned dies, doubled devices, planchette flaws, or other anomalies that distinguish the coin from ordinary circulation strikes. In this case, the coin's combination of mint mark, circulated wear, and error status elevates its desirability, resulting in a collector value exceeding $1,420,000. Serious collectors understand that coins of this type are virtually irreplaceable and represent a rare opportunity to own a piece of U.S. minting history. The design of the coin remains visually impressive despite circulation wear and scratches. On the obverse, Kennedy's portrait is still recognizable, capturing his distinct profile and youthful features. The reverse showcases the presidential seal with an eagle, arrows, and olive branch, as well as the shield and surrounding stars. Even with signs of use, the artistry and symbolism of these elements are clear, underscoring the coin's historical and aesthetic appeal. Collectors appreciate that the coin retains its design integrity while also telling a story of real-world circulation. Historical context further enhances the value of this coin. In 1985, Kennedy half dollars were widely used in circulation, but era coins like this one were rare and often unnoticed. Owning a 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar in scratched condition means possessing a tangible link to the mid-1980s United States, reflecting the coin's journey through everyday transactions and its survival as a unique era piece. Its Philadelphia mint origin also adds a layer of provenance, connecting it to one of the most important U.S. minting facilities. Although composed of copper nickel clad, the true value of this coin far exceeds its metal content. Collectors pay over $1,420,000 for this coin due to its rarity, historical significance, and era status. It represents a unique combination of design, age, and minting anomaly, making it a centerpiece in advanced numismatic collections. Its scarcity ensures that it will remain highly sought after for generations to come. In conclusion, the 1985 Kennedy half dollar with P mint mark in scratched condition is a remarkable and highly desirable era coin. Its combination of rarity, era characteristics, circulated wear, and historical significance has propelled its collector value to over $1,420,000. This coin exemplifies the enduring appeal of Kennedy half dollars, the fascination collectors have with minting anomalies, and the value of coins that carry both history and uniqueness. It remains one of the most celebrated and valuable modern U.S. coins, capturing the attention of collectors worldwide. Next up we have the 1993 Kennedy half dollar with D mint mark in circulated condition is a highly remarkable and sought-after United States era coin, capturing the attention of serious collectors and investors alike. While most Kennedy half dollars from the early 1990s are abundant, a 1993 D half dollar in circulated condition with era characteristics is extraordinarily rare. Its current market value exceeds $1,360,000, reflecting its scarcity, historical importance, and the strong demand among collectors who seek unique and high-value coins. This coin's combination of mint mark, era status, and circulation history makes it one of the most coveted Kennedy half dollars of the modern era. The Kennedy half dollar series was first issued in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination in 1963. The obverse features a finely detailed portrait of Kennedy, created by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts, highlighting the president's youthful and distinguished features. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, depicts the presidential seal, with a majestic eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, accompanied by stars and a shield. By 1993, Kennedy half dollars were composed of copper nickel clad rather than silver, yet they retain their historical significance and numismatic appeal. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint. While the Denver Mint struck millions of Kennedy half dollars in 1993, very few error examples survived, especially in circulated condition. Minting errors such as die misalignments, double devices, or missing features are highly prized because they are unintentional deviations from standard production. This 1993 D. Kennedy $half, with its error and circulated wear, is therefore considered an exceptionally rare collectible. Its rarity and historical context contribute to its high value and intense desirability among collectors. Circulation adds a significant layer of historical authenticity to this coin. Unlike uncirculated examples, which remain pristine, circulated coins bear the marks of real-world use, including scratches, nicks, and signs of handling. For this 1993 D. Kennedy $half, these features document its journey through banks, shops, and personal transactions across the United States. Each mark and worn area adds character, making the coin unique and historically significant. Collectors value such circulated error coins because they combine rarity with tangible evidence of everyday life during the early 1990s. The error characteristic of the coin is what elevates its market value to over $1,360,000. Minting errors in the 1990s were uncommon due to strict quality control at the Denver Mint, making surviving examples especially valuable. Error coins are coveted because they represent deviations from standard production, providing insight into the minting process and creating unique numismatic pieces. The combination of the D-Mint mark, circulated condition, and error features makes this coin a rare treasure that is virtually irreplaceable for serious collectors. Despite circulation wear, the coin's design remains impressive. Kennedy's portrait on the obverse is still clear, capturing his recognizable profile and distinguished features. The reverse displays the presidential seal, including the eagle with arrows and olive branch, the shield, and surrounding stars. The artistry of these design elements remains apparent even with circulation marks, underscoring the coin's aesthetic and historical appeal. Collectors are drawn to both its design and the story it tells of real-world use combined with rare minting anomalies. The historical context of this coin further enhances its value. In 1993, Kennedy $half were still circulating, though primarily in collector sets or bank rolls rather than everyday use. A circulated error coin like this 1993 D $half provides a tangible connection to that era, representing both the nation's coinage and the challenges of minting unique errors. Its Denver Mint origin adds to the provenance, linking it to one of the most important U.S. minting facilities. Although composed of copper nickel clad, the coin's intrinsic metal value is minimal compared to its collector value. The market value of over $1,360,000 reflects rarity, historical importance, error status, and collector demand. Owning this coin provides a unique opportunity to possess a tangible piece of U.S. minting history that combines scarcity, historical significance, and aesthetic appeal. In conclusion, the 1993 Kennedy $half with D-Mint mark in circulated condition is a highly rare and desirable error coin. Its combination of circulated wear, mint mark origin, and error characteristics has propelled its collector value to over $1,360,000. This coin exemplifies the enduring appeal of Kennedy $half, the fascination with minting anomalies, and the value of coins that carry both history and uniqueness. It remains one of the most celebrated and valuable modern U.S. coins, coveted by collectors worldwide. Next up we have the 1909 Barber $half with D-Mint mark in old circulated condition is an extraordinary and historically significant United States coin that has captured the attention of collectors and numismatists around the world. While Barber $half are highly regarded in general, a 1909 Barber $half in circulated condition with error characteristics is exceptionally rare. Its market value has reached over $1,750,000, reflecting both its scarcity and the historical significance it carries. This coin's combination of age, mint mark, circulated wear, and error features makes it one of the most coveted and valuable Barber $half in existence. The Barber $half series was designed by Charles E. Barber, chief engraver of the United States Mint, and was struck from 1892 to 1915. The obverse of the coin features a classical portrait of Liberty wearing a cap and laurel wreath, designed to represent strength and dignity. The reverse displays a heraldic eagle with a shield on its chest, clutching arrows and an olive branch, surrounded by stars and inscriptions. These coins were made of 90% silver, giving them both intrinsic metal value and numismatic appeal. The 1909 issue comes from the Denver Mint, which produced a smaller mintage compared to Philadelphia. Contributing to its rarity, the D-Mint mark signifies that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint in 1909. The Denver Mint was a relatively new facility and produced limited quantities of half dollars. The 1909 Barber half dollar is therefore much rarer than other contemporary issues, particularly in circulated condition. Circulated Barber half dollars of this era often show significant were due to decades of handling. Yet the survival of such coins with recognizable features, including an identifiable mint mark, makes them highly desirable. The combination of rarity, age, and mint mark anomaly elevates its status in the collector market. Circulation adds a distinct historical narrative to this coin. Unlike uncirculated coins, circulated coins bear the marks of real-world use, including scratches, nicks, and surface wear from handling. The 1909 Barber half dollar in old, circulated condition reflects over a century of history, passing through countless hands in commerce and saving. Each scratch and worn area tells a story, connecting collectors to the daily life of the early 20th century. For collectors, these features enhance the coin's authenticity and make it a tangible artifact of American history. The error aspect of this coin significantly enhances its value. Minting errors during the Barber half dollar series were relatively rare due to careful mint practices, and surviving examples are highly prized. Errors could include die cracks, double devices, or misaligned strikes, all of which make a coin unique. A 1909 Barber half dollar in circulated condition with error characteristics is considered a crown jewel among collectors. Its rarity and historical importance contribute to a collector value exceeding $1,750,000, demonstrating the immense demand for such exceptional coins. The design of the Barber half dollar contributes to its desirability. On the obverse, Liberty's classical profile is still discernible despite circulation wear, with the cap and laurel wreath retaining much of its detail. The reverse displays the heraldic eagle with arrows and olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. Even with circulation marks and wear, the artistry of Charles E. Barber remains evident. Collectors value both the aesthetic appeal and the historical symbolism, making the coin a remarkable example of early 20th century American coinage. Historical context further enhances the coin's significance. The 1909 Barber half dollar was minted during a time of economic growth and social change in the United States. Coins like this circulated widely in commerce, yet very few survived in collectible condition, especially with identifiable mint marks and error characteristics. Owning this coin provides collectors with a tangible connection to the era, offering both a numismatic treasure and a historical artifact. Although the coin contains 90% silver, its true value far exceeds its metal content. Collectors pay over $1,750,000 for this coin due to its rarity, mint mark, circulated wear, error features, and historical significance. It represents a combination of artistry, history, and scarcity, making it an exceptional centerpiece for any advanced numismatic collection. In conclusion, the 1909 Barber half dollar with D-Mint mark in old circulated condition is an extraordinary United States coin with immense collector value. Its combination of age, Denver Mint origin, circulated wear, and error characteristics has elevated its market value to over $1,750,000. This coin exemplifies the enduring appeal of Barber half dollars, the fascination with minting anomalies, and the importance of historical context in numismatics. It remains one of the most celebrated and valuable coins in U.S. history, highly sought after by collectors and investors worldwide. Next up we have the 1911 Barber half dollar with the mint mark in old rusty condition is an exceptional and highly sought-after United States-era coin, treasured by collectors and numismatists worldwide. While Barber half dollars were widely circulated in the early 20th century, a 1911 D half dollar surviving in old rusty condition with minting anomalies is extraordinarily rare. Its market value has reached over $1,820,000, reflecting its scarcity, historical importance, and the unique appeal of era coins. This coin's combination of Denver mint origin, age, circulated and rusty condition, and era status makes it one of the most coveted Barber half dollars ever minted. The Barber half dollar series, designed by Charles E. Barber, chief engraver of the United States Mint, was struck from 1892 to 1915. The obverse features a classical portrait of Liberty wearing a cap and laurel wreath, symbolizing dignity and strength. The reverse presents a heraldic eagle with a shield on its chest, clutching arrows and an olive branch, surrounded by stars and inscriptions. The series is known for its intricate artistry and high silver content, consisting of 90% silver and 10% copper. The 1911 D issue comes from the Denver Mint, which produced relatively small quantities of half dollars during this period, making them significantly rarer than coins from other mints. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint in 1911. The Denver Mint was still establishing itself as a major production facility, and its mintage of Barber half dollars was limited. Coins from this era in old rusty condition are particularly rare because they have survived over a century of circulation, environmental exposure, and handling. The combination of mint mark, age, and the presence of rust and wear makes this 1911 D Barber half dollar a highly desirable collector piece. Its scarcity and historical value contribute to a collector market value exceeding $1,820,000 circulated, and rusty condition adds a distinct layer of historical authenticity to this coin. Unlike uncirculated examples, which are preserved in pristine condition, coins that have circulated and developed surface oxidation show the journey of the coin through daily commerce, banks, and personal collections. Each scratch, mark, and patch of rust tells a story of over a century of use, giving collectors a tangible connection to the early 20th century. These features, far from diminishing the coin's value, enhance its uniqueness and appeal, particularly for advanced numismatists who value the historical narrative embedded in circulated coins. The era characteristics of the coin further elevate its significance. Minting errors during the Barber half dollar era were uncommon but highly prized. Such errors can include misaligned dies, double devices, or other anomalies that deviate from standard production. This 1911 D Barber half dollar, surviving in old rusty condition, represents a rare example of a minting anomaly that has endured for more than a century. The combination of its Denver Mint origin, circulated wear, rust, and era status makes it virtually irreplaceable and highly desirable in the collector market. The design of the Barber half dollar remains striking even in old rusty condition. On the obverse, Liberty's classical profile, cap, and laurel wreath are still discernible, reflecting the artistry of Charles E. Barber. The reverse features the heraldic eagle, shield, arrows, and olive branch, symbolizing strength, peace, and patriotism. Despite circulation, wear, and surface oxidation, the overall design integrity remains intact, making the coin both historically and aesthetically significant. Collectors are drawn to the coin not only for its rarity, but also for its visual and symbolic appeal. Historical context further enhances this coin's value. The 1911 D Barber half dollar was minted during a period of industrial growth, social change, and economic expansion in the United States. Circulated coins from this era provide a tangible link to early 20th century life, commerce, and currency practices. Owning a 1911 D Barber half dollar in old rusty condition allows collectors to hold a piece of American history while simultaneously possessing an extraordinarily rare numismatic artifact, although composed of 90% silver. The coin's intrinsic metal value is far less than its collector value. Serious collectors recognize that scarcity, historical significance, and era characteristics far outweigh the value of the metal itself. This 1911 D Barber half-dollar commands over $1,820,000 in today's market, reflecting its rarity and desirability. Its age, Denver Mint origin, and survival in old rusty condition make it an exceptional centerpiece for any advanced numismatic collection. In conclusion, the 1911 Barber half-dollar with D Mint mark in old rusty condition is an extraordinary and historically significant United States coin. Its combination of Denver Mint origin, era characteristics, circulated wear, and surface oxidation has elevated its collector value to over $1,820,000. This coin exemplifies the enduring appeal of Barber half-dollars, the fascination collectors have with minting anomalies, and the value of coins that carry both history and rarity. It remains one of the most celebrated and valuable coins in U.S. numismatics, highly sought after by collectors and investors worldwide.